Turning now to have a look at what Christchurch City Council is up to and its commitment to sustainability and collaboration. We were scheduled to have her worship, the Mayor Leanne Dalziel, but unfortunately she's been called away, and to fill in her shoes, we've got Councillor Templeton, Sara Templeton, who is the councillor for the Heathcote ward, I think, off the top of my head, here in Aotearoa, Christchurch. And without further ado, I'd like to hand over to Councillor Templeton. Kia ora.
Kia ora. Kina maunga, kina awa, kina waka, kina tātai tangata, nā te reo o mihi kia koutou, tēnā koutou. Firstly, apologies from Mayor Leanne Dalziel, who has had to attend other urgent matters. She's asked me as chair of the Sustainability and Community Resilience Committee to speak and has sent me her notes to read on her behalf. Actually, I did attend the last SDG conference and know how important that in-person stuff is. And so I'm quite impressed with what's gone on today with the quick switch around. When the Mayor was originally invited to speak at this important event, it was to welcome you to the in-person finale to the series of events that have invited us to see the change, be the change, work together for change, and to collaborate for systemic change. Leanne sends her thanks for choosing Ōtautahi as the place where we could have that conversation in a meaningful way in person, and to the local organising committee who have pivoted to this online format to ensure the event continued. Demonstrating our city's incredible capacity to adapt to circumstances outside our control and in line with the kaupapa of this event, I now join the closing part of what has been an important discourse to offer support for the 2021 Aotearoa SDG Summit Declaration. In doing so, I want to recognise Professor Bruce Mackenzie, Acting Vice-Chancellor of Lincoln University, and Grant Edwards, Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Canterbury University. Both these universities represent an important catalyst for sustainability in the region and throughout the country. They've become true role models of sustainability for students and the wider community. The key theme for the summit has been collaborating for system change. In Aotearoa, mana whenua sit front and centre of that conversation. As a nation, we sit on the precipice of being able to walk hand in hand through addressing the impacts of colonisation in a way that no other country with our history easily can. Te Tiriti o Waitangi, as our founding document, gifts us a partnership, tangata whenua along with tangata te tiriti. We can live and breathe sustainable development within the essence of its meaning. The Local Government Act talks about the purpose of local government as including a broad role in promoting the social, economic, environmental and cultural well-being of our communities, taking a sustainable development approach. This was removed from the Act a few years ago, but reinstated by the recent government. The relationships and partnerships we develop and hold should transcend the ebbs and flows of any political tide as we focus on building resilient communities. The SDGs are pivotal in this regard, and it matters not what layer of government seeks to exert legislative control on the parameters. It is the outcomes of the matter that matter more than anything else. And that is about building capacity at every level to take on the challenges we must confront in an uncertain world. When it comes to responding to climate change, addressing poverty, or restoring our waterways, we need everyone, every business, school, community group, and household to play their part. We have established the Greater Christchurch Partnership with mana whenua and our neighbouring councils, so we can better plan our growth in our transport systems, but also to set an inspiring 2050 regenerative vision for the sub-region. Our Waka Toa Ora Healthy Christchurch Partnership has over 200 organisations helping to ensure our most vulnerable people have the chance to thrive. We are a key partner in the Whakaora Healthy Harbour Partnership, working collaboratively to restore the land and waters of Whakaraupo, Littleton Harbour. And through Christchurch NZ, we are connecting and collaborating across our local innovation ecosystem to reshape our economic future through a program that has highlighted the clusters that take us into the 21st century in a way that plays to our region's strengths and global opportunities. We're also collaborating internationally through various partnerships, including our involvement in the Compact of Mayors for Climate and Energy, through which we've committed to be carbon neutral as an organisation by 2030 and as a district by 2045, in line with global efforts to remain below 1.5 degrees of warming. To reach these targets, we've just finalised Kia Toroa Te Ao, the Ōtautahi Climate Resilience Strategy, which translates as ensuring the world endures. The strategy replaces our earlier climate smart strategy and does more than just plan to meet mitigation and adaptation goals. It is specific about needing partnerships and collaboration to do so, and the importance of a just transition. Following submissions, it also now incorporates alignment with the Sustainable Development Goals and their three core components: economic growth, social inclusion, and environmental protection. A link to the SDGs has also been added, and more information will be included on the Council's climate webpage. That is not to say we haven't been working on emissions in the meantime. From the Cycleways network to selling our small vehicles fleet and using 100% battery electric shared cars, and asking our council companies to match our 2030 target, we have been. We've also been upscaling our tree planting and wetlands rebuilding to help restore native ecosystems. Collaboration is absolutely the key to solving our wicked problems, to harnessing new opportunities, and is the pathway for a future in which nature and people can all thrive together. The kaupapa for this event tells us that the global and national emergency created by COVID-19 has led to numerous calls across different sectors of New Zealand and internationally for a post-COVID recovery that is inspired by and gives life to a regenerative, equitable, and resilient future. In short, a future defined by the SDGs. And that is why the SDG Declaration and the SDG Alliance being born out of the summit are so vital. I'd like to thank you for your participation and for your commitment. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.